How does wisdom makes you valuable? We know that wisdom is the application of understood knowledge. As I said yesterday, you need knowledge. The first thing you should always get is knowledge. Then understand the knowledge. Now apply the knowledge. When you apply them, that's when you become wise. A wise person isn't someone who knows all knowledge and doesn't do them. A wise person is someone who knows the knowledge, understands them, then apply them. It must be part of them. It must be part of them. Just like John said in John chapter 1, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us. The word is supposed to dwell in you. The knowledge you have is supposed to be part of you. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to make make you better. But when you have knowledge and you're not applying them, you're not wise. You're not wise. So today we are talking about Proverbs chapter 2. Yesterday we spoke about Proverbs chapter 1. As I said, this week will be a 31 days of learning Proverbs. And I'm learning a lot, really. I'm learning a lot. So wisdom makes you valuable. Wisdom makes you valuable. So that's all Proverbs chapter 2 is talking about. When you have wisdom, these are the things that wisdom make you become. This is what wisdom makes you become. So we read some few verses. In verse 6 of Proverbs chapter 2, it tells us that God gives wisdom. God gives wisdom. And it says from his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. God gives wisdom. God gives wisdom. So this book, Proverbs, is written by Solomon. And we know of Solomon. Solomon asked God for wisdom. Asked God for wisdom to judge his people, wisdom to make right decisions, wisdom to live a good life. And so he wrote this book as a result of the wisdom he had from God. As a result of the wisdom he had from God. So he's telling us that the only way you get wisdom is when God gives you wisdom. It's when God gives you wisdom. I don't know, you can learn wisdom from any other part, but God's wisdom is always the best. God's wisdom is always the best, and it leads you to the right path. There are a kind of wisdom that is called worldly wisdom, but this wisdom doesn't lead you to right places. These are wisdom that are just experimented and scientific and all these kinds of worldly wisdom, these kinds of wisdom that is made by men. But when you have God wisdom, you are able to do the things if God was here he would do. You are able to think like God. So God gives you wisdom that whenever you whenever you start to make decisions, whenever you start to see things, people will just look at you and marvel. What manner of man are you? Just like they said to Jesus, what manner of man are you? Why? Because he had the wisdom of God. And there's no place that you can have wisdom of God except the Creator, except God. You only go to God, and God will give you that kind of wisdom, that kind of wisdom, that kind of wisdom. And who does God give this kind of wisdom to? Yesterday I said God gives wisdom, or wisdom comes to those who have knowledge. Today I'll build that up. God gives wisdom to people who are upright, people who are righteous, people who are saints, to preserve them. I see wisdom is not given to just anybody. It's given to people who are upright, people who are living right, people who are saints, people who are righteous, to preserve them. And that's what wisdom does, to preserve you, to preserve your life, to preserve your life. And also, let's read verse 10 of chapter 2. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 10. It says, when wisdom enters your heart, and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you. Understanding will keep you. It says, when wisdom enters your heart, and knowledge is pleasant to your soul. Remember that not all knowledge are pleasant to your soul. Some of the knowledge can destroy your soul. Some of the knowledge can destroy your mind. So you must know the knowledge that is pleasant to your soul. And it says discretion will preserve you. Discretion will preserve you. What is discretion? Discretion. It means someone who is a man of discretion is someone who judge wisely. Someone who has the freedom to act and judge on their own. Someone who knows how to avoid embarrassment. So when you are a man of discretion, you are preserved by wisdom. You are preserved. When you are a man of discretion, you are able to judge wisely. You are able to say things that will not bring you embarrassment. You are able to say things that would keep you, that will preserve you, that will make you be blameless. You get me? So it says discretion will preserve you. And it says understanding will keep you. I see understanding is comprehension. Understanding is comprehension. For example, if you are learning about something and you want to understand something, you want to comprehend it, you want to know what it means, what really it is, and what it means, or what profit is it to you if you learn it. Okay, so that's understanding. Understanding. And it says to deliver you from the way of evil. Wisdom delivers you from the way of evil. It says, from the man who speaks perverse things. Wisdom will deliver you from anyone who speaks perverse things. Anyone who is saying all kinds of things. Anyone who says things that will just corrupt your mind. Wisdom keeps you from those people. And it says, from those who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. People who decide that they are not going to walk in truth again. People who decide they are not going to walk in uprightness, but they are going to walk in darkness. They are going to walk in ignorance. They are going to walk in the dark or in sin. Wisdom just keeps you away from them. And it says that who rejoice in doing evil. Wisdom keeps you from people who always are happy in sin, who always are happy in doing the wrong stuff. The wrong stuff, they are happy in doing them. Wisdom just keeps you away from them. Okay. Wisdom just keeps you away from them. And it says, and delight in the perversity of the wicked. They always delight in the perversity of the wicked. So these are people that wisdom just keeps you away from. Whose ways are crooked, these people's ways are crooked, and who are devious in their path, to deliver you from the immoral woman, from the seductress who flatters with her words, who forsake the companion of a youth and forget the covenant of a people. For a house leads to death, and a path to the dead. None who go to her retains, nor do they regain the path of life. Nor do they regain the path of life. So these are the people, or these are the things that wisdom keeps you from. Wisdom keeps you from. So there are three values I want you to get from this chapter. Values of wisdom. How wisdom makes you valuable. There are three things I want you. There are a lot here, but I want you to just keep three things. One thing is that wisdom helps you walk in goodness, and that can be found in verse 20 of chapter 2. It says, so you may walk in the way of goodness. Goodness. That's the first thing you should know, that you walk in the way of goodness. Wisdom helps you walk in the way of goodness. And what does goodness mean? When someone is walking in the way of goodness, that person is valuable, that person is useful, that person is pleasing, that person is morally excellent, that person is admired by all, that person is walking in the way of goodness. So that's the first thing. Wisdom helps you walk in the way of goodness. The second thing is that wisdom helps you remain blameless. Wisdom helps you remain blameless. We know that wisdom is the application of understood knowledge. So you know what you have to do. You understand them. You know that this thing is bad. And when you do them, this is the way it should lead you. And you know that this thing is good. And when you do them, it will lead you to a right place or the right path. So you do the good. And because you did the good, now nobody can blame you for doing bad thing. No, you can't be blamed from doing bad thing because you didn't do anything bad. So wisdom helps you become blameless. Wisdom helps you become blameless. Wisdom helps you remain blameless. Okay. So the third thing is that wisdom preserves your life. And that's wisdom. It preserves your life. Now you have knowledge, you understand it, and then you're applying them. You are doing the right thing. You are doing the things that pleases the Lord. You are doing the things that leads you to your destiny or to your destination. As a result of you doing this, your life is being preserved. Your life is being preserved. Wisdom makes sure that you don't find yourselves in the wrong company. Your lives are being preserved. Wisdom makes sure that the people you surround yourself with are not people who are drug addicts, are not people who are addicted to alcohol, who are doing all kinds of things that are not leading to your destiny. All these people are going to destroy you. So what do wisdom does do? It preserves you. It preserves you. So the first thing, wisdom helps you walk in the way of goodness. Second is that wisdom helps you remain blameless. And the third is that wisdom preserves your life. So that's Proverbs chapter 2. You can read on it and you know more about the value of wisdom. So see you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll continue with Proverbs chapter 3. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and like this video. Thank you.